basically, in a single weekend, my friend and I decided, why don't we help students find internships? And we did that by making a cute little website, and we launched it to the world. And we basically said, hey, check out our site, let us know what you think. It'll be a really cute pet project, and that's all we wanted. We're not, made it worse. Thanks. So yeah, basically, we don't care about the money, we don't care about whether or not this is a company, we just wanted to launch something quick. We thought that companies shouldn't be about looking for venture capital and about pitching your idea and about making an elaborate plan to be rich. Starting a company should be a small project that grows into something really influential. Like, think about what the Google guys did, for example. They were just looking to make something cool that would potentially help people out. And it eventually grew to be a real company. And we thought, you know, we're not real business people. We don't want to make a company just to get rich. We just want to make a cool product, and that's exactly what we did. And through the process, we got a lot of negative press. We had people saying, hey, you guys suck, your product is terrible, and it was kind of hard. So you might think of an idea one day, and people are going, I get that from this side. And so people are going to say your idea sucks, no one's going to use your idea, or they're going to critique the hell out of it. And the point is, you shouldn't care about that, because a startup isn't fundamentally based off an idea. You start with one idea and move quickly on to the next. And we decided, alright, if people want to critique us, that's absolutely fine. If anything, the people who were meaner to us, we'd email them and ask them why they didn't like us, I guess one lesson I learned was, if people criticize you, take it with a grain of salt. Because if they spent the time to critique you, they actually looked at your product and they can make it better. So keep that in mind. I got a lot of emails the day I launched my product. People came to me and they said, do you want to join our product, or do you want to help us start a startup, or how to get started, or what are you looking for from this company? And I honestly didn't know how to answer, because I didn't think of it as a real company. I'm not doing it for the status or for the money or for anything. And I think it's really important to think of a company as a project at first, because you want to have low expectations for yourself. If you have high expectations for what you want to do, it's only going to set yourself up for failure. If you make an elaborate plan, if you pitch your company to get hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of funding, then if you screw up, then there's more at stake for you. So if you make it small, if you make it cheap, and if you spend as little time possible to get your product out the door, you have a higher chance of failing sooner, which will actually allow you to move on to the actual learning of building a company, if you think about it. So when I first started, I did most of the coding in one weekend. But we thought, alright, we're going to code on this for a few more months and then launch it. But I realized, no, that'd be a really bad idea. Because if we launch it now, we could get feedback from our customers on how to make it better, and it'll make the product much better in the long run. So one lesson I learned is, if your industry allows for it, make a company in as little time as possible and just throw it out the door. And it's a lot of fun. Like, starting a company, like, it gives you an excuse to procrastinate your homework. It gives you so many connections into the real world to do something you really like to do. And at the same time, you have to spend a lot of time answering support emails and complaining customers, but it's really rewarding. It's a great experience, and even if you're not looking to start your own company, if you want to start a nonprofit, or if you want to work for a big company, starting a company makes you learn skills that you didn't think you'd learn before. It makes you think, alright, how do I market this? How do I build a product from scratch? How do I work with other people? How do I convince people to do what I want? All these skills are so important in life. So even if you don't want to start a company, I definitely advise it. I think it's a fun thing that you guys should try at least once before you graduate. And with that said, I have a blog that I write lots of great advice for startups on, and yeah, if you guys have questions.